nothing useful in there. But I've got to remember that the next Will of the West that comes out is my last Will of the West. So, resources, boom, 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 and boom. Right, let's play another Gladrian Weaver, which shuffles in a Gladrian Weaver. Okay, so nothing else that I can use these cards for, so they'll be powering up defences, attacking, and Imladris steeding. So, Arwyn, Arrestor, and the Gladrian Weaver go on the quest. I'll discard a card to power Imladris, steeded Imladris, which puts 2 progress on there. I'll use Silverheart to put the card back into hand. Oh, it's a location. Grim Foothills, Doom 2. Threat goes up by 2 to 38. X is the number of players in the game, so it's 1 threat. While it's in the staging area, progress must be placed on it first before it can be placed on the active location. So that's 2 in the area, that's 5, 6 there, so that's 4 progress. So 3 goes on to the Grim Foothills, and 1 goes on to the Cursed Forest, which finishes it, which means we could travel to the Hallowed Circle if we wanted to. Which means the Boar's Guardian would make an attack, but we could aim for the end of the game then. We're going to do it! So we go to the Hallowed Circle, the Boar's Guardian makes an attack. He is going to hit Mablung the Mighty. He gets 2 additional shadow cards. It's not undefended, and he gets +1 for each thing. So that takes him up to 7. We have 4 defense. So I'm going to discard all 3 of these cards to give him 7 defense. Or, with it being 7, do I just let it through? Because I'll get more value out of the defense. Yes, I'm going to let it through and let him take 3 wounds. Well, not let it through, like, he did. Oh no, because he's only going to get to defend 1 more time anyway this round. So I will. I'll use the boost 3 to defend it all. Right. We're nearing the end. Oh my gosh, we can taste success. All right then. So, Spirit of the Wild. I've already had to exhaust Unexpected Courage, so Mablung is ready. Spirit of the Wild on Mablung. It's not a Guardian, so it doesn't get anything extra. So, next, Spirit of the Wild on Treebeard. +1 for each key we control, so that puts him up to 7. Treebeard has 3 defense, which means Treebeard would take 4 wounds. So he's dead, which is annoying. I should have thought about that. And then the Boar Guardian on the Guardian of Rivendell. Defending player exhausts a character he controls. Well, actually, I need to exhaust the Honor Guard so that the Guardian of Rivendell doesn't die. And I'll exhaust the Welling Hall Preserver. So he's fine and survived. And then Arrestor. Have no cards to power him up. So he'll hit the Spirit of the Wild for 2 wounds. And that's all we can do. Time counter is removed. Threat goes up by 1. And all we need to do now is put 12 progress on that location. It's immune to player card effects, so I can't do anything to it with the Steed of Imladris. Here we go. Here are the boys to finish the journey. Maybe some girls. 3. Okay. We are pretty light on whatever we got. So first of all, Honor Guard, because I've got Mablung resources coming out the wazoo. So the Welling Hall Preserver won't help me right now. Oh, he heals himself a wound. So let's see. What can we actually throw out quest-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. Realistically. Okay, so discard the Welling Hall Preserver to give our winner resource. Play Galdor. Oh, actually, no. Before we do that. So, play Galdor of the Havens for 4. So, whenever I discard a card from hand, after you discard one or more cards from hand, draw a card. So then discard the Welling Hall Preserver to give Arwen a resource. Use Silver Harp to put it back into my hand. Actually, I'll give Restore the resource. And that draws me a card. Imladris Caregiver. Play the Imladris Caregiver for 2. Play Lindir using to the sea to discard an additional card to play Lindir. If I don't have 3 cards, draw until I have 3 cards, which gives me some... Okay. Play the Honor Guard for 2. Play the Mithlond Sea Watcher for 2. Okay, now where does that put us in terms of questing? So, without YOLOing it, we could get 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we could 14. We could 14 it without YOLO. I think we YOLO. So, Mablung's going. Wingfoot is going to name... Wingfoot is going to name Treachery. Arwen can't use Steed of Imladris. Arrestor's going. Galdor's going. Lindor's going. Lindir. Welling Hall Preserver is going. The Gladrin Weaver is going. So these are all the ones that go without it being overly suicidal. Imladris Caregiver's going. The Guardian of Rivendell's going. And the Mithlond Sea Watcher is going. It is a Treachery. Oh, and it's a Treachery that's going to... Oh no, is it going to completely hose me? Deal 1 damage to each non-unique character in play. If we control 3 key objectives, Curse of the Wild Men gains Surge. Does 1 damage to each character in play. End the world for me. It does mean several characters die. So, let's do some intelligent things. So... Because the thing is, the Honor Guard are my backup, defense-wise, although Mablung is ready, so we're okay. So, 2 Honor Guard are going to exhaust to save the Gladrin Weaver and the Guardian of Rivendell from taking a wound, which would kill them. So that is a wound, a wound, a wound. It's only uniques, a wound, it's only non-uniques, sorry. A wound and a wound. And then the Surge... It's a location, it's just a threat of 2. While it's in the staging area, each forest location in play gains a travel effect. That's okay. We're not going to be doing any travelling. So 2 balances that out. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 progress onto Hallowed Circle. We did it. We did it. Oh my goodness, what a long quest. Did I cheat slightly with the time counters? Yes. But do I feel terrible about it? No. There is not a suffocating amount of victory text. How refreshing. So, do not read until we have won, or we have won. So, upon your return to the village of the Boars, you present the antlered crown to their chieftain, who accepts it with a wide grin. "You have done well," he says, holding the prize high to the wild cheers of his clan. After ordering a celebration, Chief Turk explains the significance of the antlered crown to you. "This crown belonged to our king when we ruled the rich lands east of the river Eisen. When the Strawheads drove us into these hills, our king died. We might have yet recovered our lands, but his 3 sons squabbled over who was best to lead, and the argument divided us into 3 clans, Boar, Wolf, and Raven. Their fight nearly drove us to war with each other, but a wise shaman took the antlered crown and hid it in the woods where you found it and placed a curse on it. He told the 3 brothers that the one who was brave enough to retrieve the crown would be the one to lead our people, but none were successful. The spirits that guarded it were too strong. Then, with a surprisingly friendly smile and a clap on your back, the chief continues. Yet where others failed, you have succeeded, and now the other clans must accept the rule of the boar. At the celebration feast, Chief Turk makes you honoured members of the boar clan and returns your possessions to you. Last of all, he returns Saruman's gold. As he hands you the purse, he holds your hand and says, We are grateful to you